Hello lovely people, my name is Mr. Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the NECA's all-new It, Welcome to Derry, Ultimate Blood Pennywise. Now I've got mine over at my Walmart, which surprisingly they stocked pretty early, but you can still get yours pre-ordered on the NECA shop. Anyways guys, without any further ado, let's unbox this guy and review NECA's all-new It, Welcome to Derry, Ultimate Blood Pennywise. Now that we got Pennywise out of the packaging, an absolute banger of a figure. I love it. The coloring of it is perfect. Very, very nice. Before, of course, we do get into deeper looks into Pennywise here, I'm going to bring in the good old tape measure here. Let's stop it up to right about here. Pennywise is about 7 inches in 7 inches in height again. So now that we measured him, let's go ahead and take a look at everything he comes with. Just before we go ahead and take a look what he comes with, we're also going to go ahead and bring in the many faces of Pennywise that we've actually have had looked at in the channel before. As you can see, they're practically the same size, really. Or I think maybe this Pennywise, the many faces, looks to be a little bit tad more taller, but maybe it's probably because of my table being a little too out of place. So maybe that's probably the reason. But it does look like many faces of Pennywise is a little bit taller than this Pennywise here. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take a look what he comes with. Now, Pennywise doesn't come with like a buttload of accessories like the last Pennywise did, but at least he comes with accessories. I think the first thing that we're going to take a look at is, of course, the balloon. Now, much like the last one, this, again, is just another red balloon with a wire, attached onto plastic here. And again, it does fit in the hand, the balloon hand. And but we'll get to that in a second once we take a look at the hands. Anyways, the coloring on this is really nice. Again, nicely painted red with white wiring. So again, a nice accessory for Pennywise. Obviously, it can't be him without his iconic red balloon. Now, as we're talking about hands now, I guess we'll go ahead and look at the hands now. So we'll start with these ones. These are holding hands, much like the last two holding hands that came with the other Pennywise one to hold the boat. The painting on these is just nicely painted in red. Really, really nicely painted in red for both here. So he comes with those. Then he comes with 2 open palm hands, just like the last one. Just straight up 2 open palm hands. The painting is perfect on these. Then here is the balloon hand, which again has like that little hole there for the balloon. Now, I had to poke the hole through with my X-Acto knife just a little bit because the balloon would not slip inside that little hole there. But now it does a little bit, I believe. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the balloon here. We're going to just slowly but surely just feed feed that balloon straight into his hand like that. And then you'll have Pennywise holding his red balloon. Very, very nice. Again, you can just slip it right out. But that is the balloon hand. It's nicely painted. Again, you can see the glove texture onto it. That little hole there, nicely painted. Nice. And then he comes with two heads. We'll take a look at this one here. This non-expression face head here. Very nicely painted. I love the blood that they painted onto his face. The hair is just nicely sculpted. You can see the cracks on his head. Very nice, very nice, very nice. It does switch on his head, which we will switch them out in a few seconds. Then he comes with this head here, which is like a screaming head, a screaming face, I believe. You can see the teeth and everything, the sculpt on the back, the head, on the hair. It's nice. And then he has this particular head, which we'll bring him in right now. So we see here he has the iconic smile face to him. Just nicely. And it does come off easily. It's on a peg. And of course the collar can come off too. Let's take a look at that collar. So the collar looks like they just took a chapter 2 collar and they just spray painted it red. But it does come off. And we'll take the non-expression face here. Then you just apply just a little bit of pressure onto it, and it should simply pop on. And you'll have Pennywise there with the non-expression look on him. By the way, for the arms, he has 2 gripping arms that are already on him. But there's the non-expression face, and you just easily just pop the head back out. Then we'll do the screaming face here. Again, just apply just a little bit of pressure. There we go. And then there you have Pennywise with the screaming face. You can have him just have him going like that. Have him just yelling. And again, it comes clean off. And we'll put back on the smiling face. Oops. There we go. Okay, so I guess all that's left to do now is take some looks of Pennywise here, and then we'll wrap things up. Looking at Pennywise here, a very, very, very nice figure. The paintwork is perfect. Nice. It's a nice crimson red that they took for the blood. The suit is not, and look, there's even a little bit of some darker, dry airbrushed red or black onto it to make it look like the blood is like darkened. They painted the whole thing all the way up to the boots. But yeah, all in all, love the figure. Very, very nice. Very nicely painted. Very nicely sculpted. Everything. I think it's now time for articulation now. So the head can go up just a little bit. It can go down, side to side, and all the way around. But that's if if you're moving the head. So we'll pop that back into place. The arms can spread almost at a full 90-degree angle. Elbows can bend perfectly. And if you're wondering about the hands, yes, you can take the elbows off too, just like the last one. And then you can just pop them back into place. There we go. The hands are on pegs. He does have a waist joint, just like the last one. Legs don't go fully out because of his suit. And the knees, they bend perfectly well. And the shoes are also on pegs. So yeah, guys, I guess we'll take one last look at Pennywise and then we'll call it a day. Well, guys, this has been a very fun review. I enjoyed looking into the new NECA IT Welcome to Derry Blood Pennywise. I will be getting more from the IT Welcome to Derry series, such as the Bob Gray and the Ultimate Pennywise. Anyways, guys, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mr. Review. This is Mr. Reviews Toys. See you guys all next time.